Now at 6, plans to honor Haley Busby, how her family and the Indianapolis community are making sure the teen's life is not forgotten.
And the sun was nice to see today, but it didn't warm up the temperatures very much. We're going to stay cold through Sunday before a warm-up arrives next week.
Plus, it's a devastating reality for far too many families looking for a lost loved one. How an Indianapolis event today is bringing people together to search for the missing. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jenny Runovich, and we begin this evening with funeral arrangements just announced for Haley Busby. They are now set for next week. Her family is inviting everyone in the community to the celebration of life Thursday evening at 6 at I-Town Church in Fishers. Guests are encouraged to wear pink. That was Haley's favorite color. The 17-year-old disappeared in early January from Fishers. An autopsy now confirms her remains were found in Wayne National Forest in Perry County, Ohio. Investigators believe Haley was killed at a short-term rental property in Hocking County, Ohio. 39-year-old Tyler Thomas is charged in connection to her disappearance, but right now he is not charged with killing Haley. Investigators say Thomas led them to Haley's remains and confessed to burying them. He's due back in court next week. Tonight, the Indianapolis community is honoring Haley. The Indy Fuel is inviting fans to wear pink to tonight's game. The Fishers Event Center also will be lit up all in pink. They'll hold a moment of silence before the game starts at 7 o'clock. You know, sadly, there are too many families right now looking for missing loved ones. It's why today, an organization dedicated to bringing attention to this crisis held an event here in Indianapolis. Our Marina Silva shares their mission.
It's something no family ever wants to do, search for their missing loved one.
You know, you don't sleep, you know, she's on my mind 24/7. It's very hard.
For Dahlia Guerrera, that's what she does. Her granddaughter, Janiyah McMichael, went missing in 2024 in Gary.
She is now 14. She went missing at the age of 13. She went missing August 11th of 24, and she's been missing a year and a half. There is a $30,000 reward out for her. The feds are involved and they believe foul play. Also, there's a silver alert out for her as well.
So she's here in Indianapolis at a luncheon for the Missing Struggle, an organization to raise awareness for those missing right here in Indiana and across the country.
Me being here, I just want her name to be out there and for her not to be forgotten.
She's joined with other families like Katrina Overstreet, who founded the group after her sister went missing in 2020.
She dropped her boyfriend off. A couple hours later, about a mile away from where she dropped her boyfriend off, her car was found. It was running, it was abandoned. Her driver's side door was open and her cell phone was on the ground. And we haven't seen or heard from her since.
Behind every missing person flyer is a family searching for answers, and organizers say these events are about reminding the public that these cases are still open and these loved ones are still missing.
That's who's going to find our missing loved ones. It's going to be the community.
An effort to bring the missing home. In Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
Tonight, we're working to learn what caused a church fire in Beech Grove. So we'll show you the scene here. This was around midnight as crews battled flames at Beech Grove Independent Nazarene Church. That's on Hornet Avenue near Emerson and 465. Right now, it's unclear how this fire started, but thankfully nobody got hurt. IFD is also sharing some new fire stats tonight. In just 24 hours, they battled 6 fires and assisted with another. In 2026 so far, their crews have responded to nearly 230 fires, including 38 residence fires and 18 apartment fires. But the bulk of those did come from 146 trash fires. IFD says 16 people have been hurt in fires so far this year. 2 people have died. All right, it's 6:04. Want to give you a live look outside at a very dirty camera lens, Rob.
It'd be nice to see some rain.
Right. It's not too bad out there right now, right?
No, we actually have a beautiful sunset happening right now. Let's go to Carmel. How about this?
Oh, that's better.
Much better, right? Still a little dirty on the lens there because we haven't seen much in the way of any rain. We did have a couple of sprinkles during the course of the week, but really mixed with some wintry precipitation. I think we're going to stay cold for at least one more day before we have some changes in our forecast. Does look beautiful, though. A few of those high, thin clouds through the evening. We have temperatures that are, once we see the sun begin to set, we're going to see these temperatures drop in a big way. We've got teens and 20s, and I think these are going to drop pretty quickly, but we may start to see some clouds build back in during the overnight. That's what we're counting on, and holding the temperatures into the teens. But I do think everyone will at least be able to get down into the teens. Could have a couple of areas that drop down into the single digits during the overnight. By tomorrow morning, I do think we'll put 13 on the board here for our overnight low, but east from there, we could see some temperatures a little bit colder. And we also have a chance that we could see a little bit of snow shower, maybe even into the overnight or early morning. Most of this is going to be northeast of Indy. Temperatures will then warm up into the 20s, and it will probably be our last very cold day of the 7-day forecast. I'm going to talk about that snow chance, how much you could see if you're anywhere from, say, Richmond to Muncie to Kokomo. We'll also talk about the big warm up that's on the way. A lot to cover coming up.